everyone, I'm Jackie, and today Officer Sarah will go over the 128 Civics test in random order. Are you ready? Let's do it.
What did the Civil Rights Movement do? Fought to end racial discrimination. What is the purpose of the 10th Amendment? Powers not given to the federal government belong to the states or to the people. How many senators does each state have? 2. When was the Declaration of Independence adopted? July 4, 1776. What was the Great Depression? Longest economic recession in modern history. What founding document was written in 1787? The U.S. Constitution. Why were the Federalist Papers important? They helped people understand the U.S. Constitution. Name one reason why the Americans declared independence from Britain. High taxes. Who was the United States' main rival during the Cold War? Russia. Who is the Chief Justice of the United States now? John Roberts. Name one power that is only for the federal government. Print paper money. What founding document said the American colonies were free from Britain? The Declaration of Independence. What is the form of government of the United States? Republic. What does the President's cabinet do? Advises the President. There are 3 branches of government. Why? Checks and balances. What is the name of the Vice President of the United States now? J.D. Vance. The colonists came to America for many reasons. Name one. Freedom. Name 2 important ideas from the Declaration of Independence and the U.S. Constitution. Liberty and equality. Who appoints federal judges? The President. What do we show loyalty to when we say the Pledge of Allegiance? The United States. Who signs bills to become laws? The President. Name one American Indian tribe in the United States. Crow. What amendment says all persons born or naturalized in the United States and subject to the jurisdiction thereof are U.S. citizens? The 14th Amendment. How are changes made to the U.S. Constitution? Amendments. Why is it important to pay federal taxes? Required by law. When did all men get the right to vote? After the Civil War. Name 2 promises that new citizens make in the Oath of Allegiance. Obey the laws of the United States. Be loyal to the United States. What did the Emancipation Proclamation do? Freed the slaves. Name the 3 branches of government. Congress, President, and the courts. Who is Commander-in-Chief of the U.S. military? The President. What is Independence Day? The country's birthday. Why did the United States enter World War II? To support the Allied powers. What does the Bill of Rights protect? The basic rights of Americans. The American Revolution had many important events. Name 1. The Declaration of Independence. What is one part of the judicial branch? The Supreme Court. Who is the governor of your state now? Answers depends on where you live. Who lived in America before the Europeans arrived? Native Americans. Why does the flag have 50 stars? Because there are 50 states. Why is the Declaration of Independence important? It says all people are created equal. The nation's first motto was E pluribus unum. What does that mean? We all become one. Name the U.S. war between the North and the South. The Civil War. Name 1 U.S. military conflict after the September 11, 2001 attacks. War in Iraq. There are 4 amendments to the U.S. Constitution about who can vote. Describe one of them. Any citizen can vote. How can people become United States citizens? Naturalize. Who is one of your state's U.S. senators now? Answers may vary depending on where you live. What are 2 examples of civic participation in the United States? Vote and run for office. What is the supreme law of the land? The U.S. Constitution. Why does each state have 2 senators? Equal representation. When did all women get the right to vote? After World War I. What is the rule of law? Everyone must follow the law. Why do U.S. representatives serve shorter terms than U.S. senators? To more closely follow public opinion. What is the name of the national anthem? The Star-Spangled Banner. Dwight Eisenhower is famous for many things. Name 1. General during World War II. Abraham Lincoln is famous for many things. Name one. Freed the slaves. What is the capital of your state? Answers may vary. Name one war fought by the United States in the 1900s. World War I. Who vetoes bills? The President. Name one power of the U.S. Congress. Writes laws. What group of people was taken and sold as slaves? Africans. The words life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness are in what founding document? Declaration of Independence. Who was president during the Great Depression and World War II? Franklin Roosevelt. It is important for all men age 18 through 25 to register for the Selective Service. Name one reason why. Required by law. Martin Luther King Jr. is famous for many things. Name one. Fought for civil rights. If the president can no longer serve, who becomes president? The vice president. Benjamin Franklin is famous for many things. Name one. U.S. diplomat. How many seats are on the Supreme Court? 9. The President of the United States is in charge of which branch of government? The executive branch. What are 3 rights of everyone living in the United States? Freedom of expression, freedom of speech, freedom of religion. When did the Great Depression start? The Great Crash. What is Memorial Day? A holiday to honor soldiers who died in military service. Many documents influenced the U.S. Constitution. Name one. Declaration of Independence. The executive branch has many parts. Name one. The President. The U.S. Constitution starts with the words, "We the people." What does "we the people" mean? Self-government. What part of the federal government writes laws? The U.S. Congress. How many amendments does the U.S. Constitution have? 27. Why does the flag have 13 stripes? Because there were 13 original colonies. What is the economic system of the United States? Capitalism. Why did the United States enter World War I? To support the Allied powers. What U.S. war ended slavery? The Civil War. The President of the United States is elected for how many years? 4 years. How many voting members are in the House of Representatives? 435. Alexander Hamilton is famous for many things. Name one. One of the writers of the Federalist Papers. What major event happened on September 11, 2001 in the United States? Terrorists attacked the United States. What does the judicial branch do? Reviews laws. Name one thing the U.S. Constitution does. Forms the government. What is the name of the President of the United States now? Donald Trump. Name one power that is only for the states. Give a driver's license. What territory did the United States buy from France in 1803? Louisiana. Why did the United States enter the Persian Gulf War? To force the Iraqi military from Kuwait. Who elects members of the House of Representatives? Citizens in their district. The Federalist Papers supported the passage of the U.S. Constitution. Name one of the writers. James Madison. What is the capital of the United States? Washington, D.C. What are the two parts of the U.S. Congress? The Senate and House. Name one example of an American innovation. The light bulb. What are two cabinet-level positions? Attorney General and Vice President. Name one power of the President. Signs bills into law. What is the name of the Speaker of the House of Representatives now? Mike Johnson. There were 13 original states. Name 5. New York, New Jersey, New Hampshire, North Carolina, South Carolina. Name one war fought by the United States in the 1800s. The Civil War. Supreme Court justices serve for life. Why? To be independent of politics. Who does a U.S. Senator represent? Citizens of their state. The President of the United States can serve only 2 terms. Why? The 22nd Amendment. Thomas Jefferson is famous for many things. Name one. Writer of the Declaration of Independence. George Washington is famous for many things. Name one. Father of our country. What is one way Americans can serve their country? Vote. Why is the Electoral College important? It decides who is elected president. Why did the United States enter the Korean War? To stop the spread of communism. During the Cold War, what was one main concern of the United States? Communism. Where is the Statue of Liberty? New York. How long do Supreme Court justices serve? For life. What is the highest court in the United States? The Supreme Court. Name one leader of the women's rights movement in the 1800s. Susan B. Anthony. What is Veterans Day? A holiday to honor people in the U.S. military. Some states have more representatives than other states. Why? Because they have more people. Who can vote in federal elections, run for federal office, and serve on a jury in the United States? U.S. citizens. What war did the Americans fight to win independence from Britain? The American Revolution. Who elects U.S. senators? Citizens from their state. The Civil War had many important events. Name one. Lincoln was assassinated. James Madison is famous for many things. Name one. One of the writers of the Federalist Papers. Who does a member of the House of Representatives represent? Citizens in their district. Name your U.S. representative. Answers depends on where you live. Name 3 national U.S. holidays. New Year's Day, Thanksgiving Day, Christmas Day. How long is a term for a U.S. Senator? 6 years. Why did the United States enter the Vietnam War? To stop the spread of communism. Who wrote the Declaration of Independence? Thomas Jefferson. How many Supreme Court justices are usually needed to decide a case? 5. How many U.S. senators are there? 100. How long is a term for a member of the House of Representatives? 2 years.